Okay, so Callista, Senna, and Ari. Interesting that they don't want to first pick Callista or Senna over here on WE side. Prince has been back the last few matches that W has played. So we're just going to first pick the Varus here instead. Varus Nautilus, very strong early draft. They trade that for Hui Renekton. It's a bit weird. Hui priority. Take the Braum as the Nautilus counter pick. Lee Sin for Tien. And we take Gragas in the top lane as a very safe pick. And are we really going to take Smolder here? I mean, Smolder is left until the very end of the draft. And the thing is that there isn't really threat onto Smolder with the draft that's been taken, right? Like maybe you can Xin Zhao Tristana like leap into the back line, but this feels pretty good because you should be able just to do very well as Smolder into this composition.
I did not want to see Smolder again. Quite honestly, I do really enjoy Jackie Love in the more intensely.
I'm actually surprised that the Chinese government allows the direct sponsorship, considering that the Chinese government is on this big push to have people have kids right now. It's like all their propaganda now is like make babies.
Kind of hurts me. Hi guys, big Jackie Love fan.
Kind of hurts you. Look, no one's intentionally going after you right now. Of course, we are a little bit behind. We had a slight audio issue. We're going to be jumping straight into game now in 3. But I mean, this kind of suits out to what TES want to be doing. Like, if you look at the way the competition has worked out for them, they have basically been such an inconsistently kind of, set up team that once Jackie Love has gotten...
They lifted that one-child policy, but didn't know they did a 180. Well, they have an extremely aging population. And so the new thing is that every Chinese family should have 3 or more kids. That's what all the propaganda is now in China.
Incredibly well. If you look at the teams that Top Esports has literally lost to, is BLG,
Xi Jinping is all about that.
and FPX, literally top 4 off the board together with them.
Is Prince doing well in LPL? Or did the NA skill vampires get him? Well, he was benched for a while because he was doing so shit.
The criticism is that when Top Esports fall behind versus the really, really strong top of the table teams,
So, no, he hasn't been doing well.
Get back into their games. I remember the series versus JDG. They won the first game because they did get ahead.
He was like really bad earlier, but WE is still somehow a good team.
And then their bot lane collapsed in the next
Wayward has been surprisingly good again. He just gets grabbed at level 1.
Might be in a little bit of trouble here. Q connects.
And then we just get Hail of Blades.
Hail of Arrows comes down on top of him. They trade back a fair bit of damage
And Hail of
themselves. Yeah, and get themselves some decent trade in here. That's just the kind of way the Varus lane goes. You just want to try and get early priority.
Yeah, the Chinese demographic issue is real. Same thing in Korea, obviously. In Korea, they actually just pay you to have kids now. The government. In Korea, they pay parents to have kids, and then they also pay grandparents money if you have kids.
But for now, WE happy to keep pushing back the Smolder.
You know what? I'm loving this interaction top lane because they know there's going to be like no action happening. Level 2 for bot lane though. There's a lot of action in the bot lane, but when it comes to the top lane, Wayward and 369 have been exchanging emotes mainly. Just trying to keep their APM up because they know what's happening when there's like a Renekton versus a Gragas. There's no really much back and forth right there. I want he's going to connect another Q.
He is going to connect another Q, but there's a heal to come out from Mako after the Ignite comes in from Iwandi. And I'm loving this from the WE bot lane, just kind of saying, look, we can keep throwing hooks at you. Iwandi will be fine. We're not worried about this whatsoever.
What a terrible start for their bot lane, though.
He's the one without a teleport, and he's going to be losing.
It's actually pretty troll. They didn't fight for bot control at all. They didn't fight for bot control at all, and so, usually we see level 1 battles for bot control.
JDG and FPX, literally top 4.
But instead, they see Prince and Iwandi,
These are the top 4 teams of the league.
and they walk away,
Top of the table teams.
and they just let them get position on the brush.
Happiness to get back into their games. I remember the series versus JDG.
Baki Enjoyer 1, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that.
Collapsed in the next game, and they seem to lose those two now. Might be in a little bit of trouble here. Q connect.
Q does connect. Hail of arrows comes down.
Pretty ridiculous. That's pretty disrespectful that you would just walk up on this. I don't even know, dude.
Some decent trade in here. That's just the kind of way the Varus lane goes. You just want to try and get early priority, get your first level 2 going, and of course the smolder will just take a while to build up, as we saw in that last game. Sometimes you never get to it, or maybe you do and it's way too late. We do be looking for about 20-minute mark is when we're like kind of looking for it. But now Prince needs to be careful. Having those concussive blows on top of you, getting procced without a cleanse can be a massive issue. But for now, WE happy to keep pushing back the smolder.
You know what?
Why do I have to watch this satanic dragon champ? It's so boring. Well, we're almost done with the dragon champ meta, thankfully. Why don't we see more Hui in NA? Because I think teams don't know how to play him.
Keep their APM up because they know what's happening when there's like a Renekton versus a Gragas. There's no really much back and forth.
He's also pretty risky. He's like not great in lane. So you have to kind of play safely until he can get higher in level.
Just kind of saying, look, we can keep throwing hooks at you. Iwandi will be fine. We're not worried about this whatsoever. It forces Mako to go back. He's the one without a teleport, and he's going to be losing a little bit of XP now coming back into this lane.
I was about to say, I really hope Jackal doesn't back in TP here, because since I was towards the bot side of the map, you're going to be all alone underneath this tower, and if you do get dived, you're going to need the teleport to TP back in, and it's going to be the case. He's getting dived.
He is getting dove right now. He does have a flash, but he's not going to use it. That's just a clean dive coming out from WE, and they will get so much off of this lane as well. Just even with the TP coming out to kind of nullify it.
Oh, I love to see Smolder getting pancaked like that. It's so good.
Nothing from ball to top side of the map. Of course, he's not there to defend the dive. He's going to go for the scuttlecraft towards the top side of the map. And now, I wanted to have like an open discussion about Lee Sin in general, the LPL, you know, a lot of Chinese junglers, plus TN. I feel like TN is like...
Pobelger says Hui is great in lane, but terrible in a solo queue environment. Yeah, I mean, you need support from your jungler.
Very smartly done there. Yeah, got the explosive bomb reset, so he did get a little bit extra kind of help with that.
You're just vulnerable in lane. That's what I'm saying.
A little bit of a situation, but as you were saying about the Lee Sin junglers of the LPL.
So, okay, never mind. I wanted to stop the discussion. However, okay, well, good. Okay. So, you know, all the Milky Waves, the Lions of the LPL, the Shuns of the LPL, they take Lee Sin, they're absolute monsters on the Rift. By 3 minutes in, they have visited bot lane, top lane. My free.
Is it kind of sad how we were talking about Brince is one of the best Korean AD carries, and now he's on some mediocre LPL team? WE's pretty good, but he's been bad. I think the problem is that he looked like he was really good, and then he just fell off a cliff and has never really recovered. Watch Heat, thanks to your foreplay videos. What a great film. Thanks for putting me onto it. No problem, man. That's what we do. Give you good film advice. Heat is great.
Knows they're 100% guaranteed, especially onto this Lee Sin. So there's a huge difference between the Demon Lee Sin that we see in general walk around the Rift over in the LPL and TN. I feel like he's a category of his own. And every time I watch him play that champion is just so much different in terms of playstyle versus all the other junglers over in the LPL. And
what's the YouTube channel for that? Let me put it in chat for you. There it is. We just did Dude 2. We released it just now. Wayward has been dominating aside from the series. I know. Wayward's been good.
Keep an eye on them. TN and Kanavi fighting for the spot of best Lee Sin. Milky Way not far.
Are you planning to have guests on the Culture channel? Maybe eventually.
Of Lee Sin than we see in most other regions. I'd say LCK is pretty top up there as well. But for now, both teams happy to have this split. They're going for a top esports, recognizing, yep, we do not have priority in the bot side.
I'm friends with the lead producer of the Dungeons and Dragons movie, the latest one. So maybe we'll get him on, because Doa wants to do that at some point, even though it's been out for a while now. I also am friends with the executive producer of Resident Alien, the TV series, and that's been more popular now that it's gotten on Netflix. So we got some options for some like actual like big name guests or like big role guests.
No more skirmishing happening. We do have a replay on the bottom right. Maybe it was a little bit of a ult to be used there by the WE mid laner.
So there is no ultimate right now onto Tristana. However, there is onto the.
So I have some Hollywood connections.
Alleviate a little bit of that pressure when you walk into Tristana and trying to make plays for it. Level 5 for TN. He's usually looking for that level 6 to start making plays, the big kicks. However, for WE, their initial plan was to punish the Smolder. I mean, every time there is a Smolder on your map, your initial plan is to punish it and pin it down in lane. We did see in our previous game, FPX did this very successfully in game number 2. The Smolder never came back. However, right here, Jakilov has made himself a little bit more aware of the situation. He's fallen about 10 CS behind. However, he does have his flash available to him, even though he got dived earlier on. And he will keep...
No, not Robert. I think you mean Robert Duncan McNeil. No, Chris Sheridan, who's the executive producer. He's the showrunner for Resident Alien.
Look back up towards the top side as well. Obviously, Jakilov will be on his merry little mission for a very long time. Well, very long time, relative in terms of the game, but we do have Wayward going up against his old organization. He was on top Esports last year. Did not work out for him, and I do believe Ox will be absolutely delighted to know that he is back to emoting. Not with the Amumu crying, but this time around with a, it seems to be a crying ghoul, I believe, from like a Senna W or something. So it seems to be it's interesting kind of new development within Wayward's character arc within the LPL. But right now, WE, they have got access to Prince's ultimate. No ultimate available for Jakilov or Mako, so this could be an opportunity here to maybe get something going for them.
And I'd like to voice my disappointment a little bit here. WE is a team that is known to play towards the top side of the map. They do usually give Wayward a counter pick or a very strong laner that he can bully whoever is against him with. Of course, 369 is not really a very bullyable, I made this a word, top laner. And it's not going to be the case right here for WE. They are playing towards that bot side because they need to make sure that Smolder does not come out of laning phase. Fofo, very nice W away, but the slow?
Oh, they needed to land.
It's a double knockback.
There from Fofo to make sure there's absolutely nothing else to happen.
Bot lane domination just continuing. He's going to camp this Smolder forever. Good play.
Going for the dive there. The Braum can get them fairly sticky situations. Tien going to find himself in a 1v1 with Hung, but for now, they're happy to go. Oh, no, he wants all that smoke, and he wants to try and go for it because now Cream has to be forced into a 1v1 versus Fofo. Fofo forced to flash away. He does not have the ultimate. It's a bit of a scrap on all different sides. 2v2s, 1v1s, and now we get a 4-4v. And he wants to try and go for it because now Cream has to be forced into a 1v1 versus Fofo. Fofo forced to flash away. He does not have the ultimate. It's a bit of a scrap on all different sides. 2v2s, 1v1s, and now we...
Dude, I love that they just catch him out with the chains of corruption. Flash. Okay, they get Creep's flash out. All right. So they trade 1-for-1, but they're keeping the Smolder down pretty nicely.
Oh, but Jakilov's losing so much. They had to ditch an entire wave down the bot lane, him and Mako, to try and join this fight.
I saw Apex Legends had to cancel pro matches because a hacker injected bots and wall hacks to players during a game. Yeah, they took over the accounts. That was pretty crazy. I think they were playing remotely. I don't think they were playing in an arena, right? They're playing from home.
He saw that Cream was walking first. Fofo engaged onto Cream on the top side of your screen. And if you look on the bot, then Mako and Jakilov have the first move into the river, but they cancel. You see Jakilov trying to carry himself through the wall, but he's not allowed to. Cancel coming in from the Zinza right there, and even though they do get a 1-for-1 trade.
Is MSI going to be vulnerable to DDoS? No, because the Chinese client doesn't have the issues that the Korean and Japanese ones do. So it's some vulnerability that's on the Korean and Japanese clients, but not on the Chinese one, apparently. But they also usually have a tournament realm on site for international events. So I don't think it'll be an issue at the international events. Yeah, you can. You can go through the wall with Smolder. We've seen that a lot recently. Am I watching the CS2 major? Yeah, I started watching some of the Cloud9 games yesterday. I was catching some of the first games, but it's on in the middle of the night for me, so I'm not going to see a lot of it.
It was actually one of the very first videos I watched from Smolder, and it was showing you how you can use Smolder to dive enemy bot lane by using the wall and not being targetable right there. But yeah, I don't think any Smolder has ever dived anyone because they're usually stuck underneath their tower. So that's a different story right here. But yeah, Jackie Love using the travel right here to get onto the wall and wrap around, basically.
That's insane.
Not getting autoed right here by the Nautilus is huge. Not getting pinned in place. He gets to clear out
Yeah.
the wave, which means that
Does do a good job of dodging, not CC.
it's not possible, but Tiana's getting caught here by I1D.
He is, but he's going to get out from his mid laner after the flash as well. So no flash kick available for TN. Dragon is up and alive, but now I1D without a flash and an ult could be in a little bit of trouble if he gets caught out here, but still looking fairly safe with his Swifties as he moves around as quick as he possibly can. And honestly, this could be just a moment here for WE to maybe kind of back away from this because they haven't got a first item completed here onto Prince, despite the pressure they've put down on the bot lane. Jackie Love is actually the first one with Essence Reaver. Now we're going to see Mako getting caught up, but he's going to turn around straight away. There's going to be the Glacial Fissure to slow everybody down. I'm going to see anything else happen from it, but Prince. He has flash, and he'll have to
Use both sums, though. He had to use both sums. 369 comes down, but he just walks up into 369's range, so he has to use flash there at the end after he had already popped Ghost.
He'll have to use it immediately. Was getting flashed down by the 369 Renekton, and now the Dragon can be spawned again. WE, they're falling apart a little bit. It feels like they didn't get the resets in.
Not getting the second Drake is super rough. Like, they need to stack these objectives. Like, even though they killed Jackie Love, he still has 95 CS. So he's not super far down, all things considered. And I don't know why we're, like, flanking Varus here.
They haven't got a first item completed here onto Prince, despite the pressure they've put down on the bot lane. Jackie Love is actually the first one with Essence Reaver. Now we're going to see Mako getting caught up, but he's going to turn around straight away. There's going to be the Glacial Fissure to slow everybody down. I'm going to see anything else happen from it, but Prince. He has flash.
Glacial Fissure went down, so WE backed off. That means they could collapse onto Prince on the other side.
WE, they're falling apart a little bit. It feels like they didn't get the resets in properly. We're going to throw the ult in, but the smite's too good from TN, and that is top Esports getting themselves their first Drake.
I almost got debated right there by the observers zooming in. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way this cask steals the dragon. It's not going to be the case. TN secures that with the smite. And again, you see how top Esports bully, as a 4 versus 5, they bully WE out of this objective. I think
yeah, Smolder is so shit. I'm so done with this champ.
Love out of this fight, but 369 played towards his Smolder, and now he's playing towards Prince again. He's not gonna be reaching him anytime soon. And Fofo has been an absolute nuisance for Cream, whether it's in a mid lane or a side lane. But yet again, I feel like top Esports and particularly 369 play this fight so well to try and zone out that one factor that has been getting ahead for the side of WE, and that was Prince.
So now we're even in gold, even in Drakes, and they have Smolder, so game's probably over.
So you could potentially, at least in around, get TN to make some plays onto a very flashless Varus.
Esports have got the 6 grubs, so if they get themselves a moment where you take a bad fight in that mid game, maybe they have a Rift Herald fight and they lose it 4-1 or something like that, you could take a huge chunk of retail off of WE. Pretty much I do feel like Prince kind of maybe should have just gone back a little bit earlier. You can see he's
Tristan pick looks pretty legit into the way though.
Item completion that he needed, and now we might have a dragon, or excuse me, a Rift Herald fight. Wayward over the wall.
Where he has no TP.
Bring him back to his team, but an Unbreakable and a stand behind me alongside a Glacial Fissure. They're investing a lot onto this Braum. We will get him eventually.
It's weird that they even want to fight this, frankly. Like, Hui just had to go back, and they don't have TP up for Hui, so there's not really a point, because you're just trying to stack Smolder, and Smolder... I mean, they're not trying to fight it, to be fair, but he's taking a very dangerous route around. It's alright, it was all the extended engagement to get Jackie Love a bunch of Smolder stacks, right? Right, guys?
So nicely done here by WE to secure themselves a little bit of extra resources after the fact.
I'm not sure what's happening right there with TES, because Cream is all the way back in base, doesn't have TP to join. 369 is all the way down bot lane, so you know he's not going to be joining anytime soon. Jackie Love just about dodges the knock-up right there from the Rift Herald, but I feel like this was a little bit of a whoopsie from the side of top Esports, just walking a little bit too far forward. They didn't expect Wayward to be inside that brush, so they
was a mistake from top.
Just a headbutt on the mid lane tower versus a bot.
It's fine though. They get bottom tier 2, so they still get some, or tier 1 rather, so they still get some gold back. Gold is still effectively even.
do see TN up in this top side. So they know that they're trying to get Olivia a little bit of 2v1 action into Fofo. Fofo, though, might not know that Mako's coming. Now he does, as Hung going to find him out. And Mako in a bad position again. Should be fine to just stand behind TN. Or he gets TN to stand behind him and back himself away. But right now you can see that this game is getting a little bit funky. I do believe the WE were slightly ahead of Top Esports just before the 15-minute mark.
Dodge cast.
Might be able to kind of use that, but here we go. We're going to have a full fight coming in. Chain of Corruption down onto Mako, and he dies. There's going to be the Smolder ult as Iwandi goes.
Oh, he's going in.
Yeah, knocked back by the Tristana. And now Jackie Love chasing down Prince, looking for a little bit more action on this play. Prince does have the Ghost pushing, but that's still a 1-for-1 trade. And now Cream and Fofo going back at it once more. But it looks like now Cream feeling a lot more confident to make this play.
I don't know what the smolder stacks are.
Spiraling Despair will not land. And now Cream realizes he cannot take that 1v1.
I'm just gonna say, even though there's not a lot of kills on the map right now.
Well, it's at least 125. Okay, it's 130. You just hit 125.
Going on in the mid lane, there's another skirmish going on in the bot lane. There are skirmishes happening all across the board, and everyone is playing on their limits. You see Tian diving back in to grab one kill. Then Fofo has been continuously.
I hate how these games are just about smolder stacks. I hate it. It's the world's most boring mini game.
Have already come through from 369 the map to try and play for that bot lane fight. Jackie Love, that's how the teleport. He's going to use it down in the mid lane. Almost on his second item. Almost that Soljin completed for Jackie Love onto this Smolder. And honestly, everything is up for grabs because the previous Smolder we watched was super far behind. But Jackie Love has kept pretty even so far.
Finds himself the flash engage right onto Tien, and
everything is up for grabs because the previous Smolder we watched was super far behind. But
Huge play from Wayward. Look at that. That's a beautiful play.
Everything is up for grabs because the previous Smolder we watched was super far behind. But Jackie Love.
How does he even do that? He like actually starts his E animation, then flashes over the wall and finishes his E animation for the instant. For the instant CC. That's crazy. I wish the Fog of War wasn't on. That is such a fast CC. Holy shit, he has no chance to react to that. That was I've never seen a Gragas engage like that, I don't think, before. Everybody dodges the Smolder ult. This Renekton's still full HP. You can body slam flash to make it proc faster. I know that, but the fact that he does it over the wall is so crazy. Because look at this. It's so fast because he actually ease over the wall first, and you see it for like 0.1 seconds. Look at that. It's just such a precise mechanical play, guys. Look at this. There it is. Right there. He's literally 2 frames. He's 2 frames over the wall and then flash for the CC. Yeah, and the wall hid the animation. He's 2 frames over the wall. It's so crazy that you can't react to that.
Finds himself the flash engage right onto Tien, and Tien is dead. Spiraling Despair will come out on the hang, but he's already got himself over this fight. Doesn't have a crescent guard, so has to flash.
Also, that's probably not impossible to fuck up from Wayward's perspective too. 2 frames.
And despite this being a 4v5, you're starting to feel like with Top Esports, with Jackie Love so healthy, they can.
But Wayward is definitely a noob because he could have gotten it on 1 frame, guys. I'm just saying, just gonna point out, he could have done it on 1 frame. Okay, well, Jackie Love's just gonna kill everybody now. Very cool.
But the hail of blades, or the hail of arrows, keeps him nicely away from the fight. Prince, so close to going down. They get the stun down. Another ultimate used there by Fofo to keep him up, but ends up being a 2-for-2 trade. Top Esports not going.
He needed the 2nd frame for distance. Maybe actually. The 1 pixel of distance. G2 versus Fnatic tomorrow. Maybe today. Probably. It'll be tomorrow at this point.
The top 4 teams on the leaderboard right now. The way that they're piloting themselves in and out of the fights. Wayward finds a fantastic flank right here. Grabs TN.
Such a ridiculous play.
Into that ultimate to send TN flying into WE's open arms.
Unfortunately, I mean, the price of this was they used 4 ults, right? And so you can't keep fighting after you use those 4 ults.
Yeah, they found Cream, but Cream's got himself a buddy. Mako gets in and says, stand behind me. We can take this.
369 is also massive. How is 369 just always there with the TPs? His TP usage is so good. They're already in ult. Shutting down every play. That's the 3rd kind of beverage I've been drinking today. This is a San Pellegrino blood orange and black raspberry seltzer. It has no calories. I drink a lot of seltzer and black coffee, guys. And I was also drinking a protein shake.
And it ends up being a 3-for-1 trade in favor of top esports now. You can look to see where they want to try and move this momentum, because right now it looks like WE, they're losing the run of the game.
Oh my god, it's just so beautiful watching top esports.
San Pellegrinos. Yeah, I don't drink the ones with the sugar in them. Just the regular seltzer.
Then Mako is suddenly there, stops all the incoming damage from coming through. In the meantime, 369 is already TPing on the back of that, and it's for 0 objectives. It was literally a play that was generated by WE to try and finally catch Scream. As we're gonna see in this replay,
yeah, I was drinking a vanilla like protein smoothie that had a banana in it and some flaxseed meal. It's like flaxseed, cinnamon, vanilla protein powder, banana, milk, skim milk.
The only silver lining right here is that Prince actually finds Jackie Love, which has been the this kind of like
Prince is just the Jackie Love assassin in the 1v1 on the backside of the play.
Between Prince and Jackie Love. However, I feel
Jackie Love's had a pretty sloppy game though.
Flash Q through the unbreakable of Mako. He just didn't kind of calculate the distance very well. Doesn't end up killing Cream.
My casting is appreciated and missed. You don't have to miss it. I'm here 6 days a week.
But TN is not done, just weaving in and out with these sonic waves. Goes right behind Fofo, but didn't get the kick off as Fofo
Tries to flash. TN can't get the kick though.
Prince to kind of lay down the artillery fire, and all this vision being cleared out right now. Iwanti goes down, that could be huge. Spiraling despair. Not gonna mean much.
Cream's having a very good Hwei game though.
From Mako to make sure they do not get anybody sorted out, but now
369, the real hero of this game.
She's all armor and no magic resistance. You can see right now, Cream is starting to hurt him quite significantly. And top esports, they're building up the pace. They're constantly keeping WE on the back foot. Speaking of which, Heng gets jumped on. They get themselves a turret and back themselves away. Top esports, they're turning up the pace here.
Absolutely, they're playing right in their face, and this is a whichever fight he's case. You see Mako
Get that kill. Now Heng might have to suffer the consequences of his mid laner's actions, and that's going to be 2 kills. There's no 2v1, but I think the Renekton is
going to be the case. You see Mako.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'll put in quite a bit of damage. Level 40.
Wayward, so smart, man. I love, or I mean, not Wayward, 369. I love 369 as a player.
You see Mako already making his way towards the top.
So, yep.
But yeah, I feel like TES.
Let's go ahead and pop that right away. Stun you once my rage goes up. Get rage again, Q, and you're dead. 369, just too fucking good, man.
There's no mid laner. Immediately you see the Smolder TPing towards that Baron. They want this objective, and top esports want this game.
Absolutely, they're just too clean. Top esports is too clean into this game. It's up to Wayward, Prince, and I wanted to make. In this particular one, he's gonna.
Was starting, so they are in such a strong position right now. Nearly up to 3.
Yaki Love has 225 stacks. It's over.
It's just such patient play from 369. And also Fofo, he was looking at shop because he sees the Renekton for about 2 seconds, and then goes, oh crap.
Yeah, he was definitely looking at shop.
I mean, okay, in all fairness, the wave had gone so far out that there's no way someone was gonna be there, right? Right? Well, it wasn't the case. 369 was waiting. 369 getting jumped on by 4 people. Still survive.
Do you know which game is bigger between League and Dota 2 in China? Definitely League.
I mean, this is where Jackie Love can really start to
I mean, they're both big, but League is enormous in China.
He's just forcing everyone back. Wayward, your tank, your engage, really, your face checker is backing away so slowly. They're just trying to put down damage, keep going for it.
Dota's bigger in Southeast Asia and Russia, though. Pretty sure.
Get out of this one. You would imagine the concussive blows land, stunning him up, and he is dead. Top Esports get 2 kills. Prince is a 3rd, and he is going to be followed by, you imagine, the rest of his team. As WE back off on full retreat. I mean, I don't know if they can defend anymore. They're going to reset 369 here, maybe go towards that top side, but I mean, this could be an inhibitor very easily.
This could be an end very easily. There's 25 seconds onto these Bowers. You've got 6 Void Grabs as well. You do have Teleport coming through from Cream if you want him on full mana right here. There is a Dragon that's going to be getting pinged out. It's not quite going to be the end right here, but if WE want to turn this around, if they die here, it could be an end for them. There's still Baron buff onto
Any plans for a cooking stream? I'm going back to the States in May, and I might bring back some of the equipment I need to do cooking streams to Korea. We'll see. I do like doing the cooking streams, but you guys didn't watch them last time, so.
Now they can maybe kind of catch out 1 or 2 people. They won't even get the blue buff. WE tried to go for a proactive play, and now Prince. Oh, Lord, he almost got caught out, but now he's without a flash.
That was a really nice attempt right there by Tian. Doesn't waste anything. No flash, no kick, no nothing. That means there is a lot of threat potential onto Prince right now since he burned his flash. Bofo has to jump away. They cannot defend their towers. There's a wave coming both sides of the map as well.
I did do cooking streams, but they were like end of 2022, December 2022.
WE cannot step out of their base.
No, WE are running out of options right now. You need an incredible
Dude, my cooking streams were mega. I had a 4-camera setup.
angle to get in an ultimate that would do
I had the best cooking streams on Twitch, hands down, in terms of production. I have a switcher and more cameras I need to bring back for it.
down the ultimates as they try to jump in on the 369 who goes straight away underneath
This game is over, guys.
the Smolder though is
Smolder is too smoldery.
double kill. They're gonna have to see a flash from Jack.
Picks up tower aggro, but still has flash, so he gets out.
TP, they can continue on with this as Prince gets caught out just a little bit. Flash kick to execute the Prince of WE. There is a TP potentially available here for the side of Top Esports. If they get the kill here onto Hang, you imagine they go for the end, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to bring in the Dragon on the bot side, get 2 inhibitors down, and Trouble, I think this is game. I think this is Top Esports taking the lead.
That is
Doa co-stream soon.
early game snowball from the side of Top.
It's hard to find times when we can do that, but I do my... Doa and I just did our video on Dune 2. We have a show together. Here, just go here. We do a show weekly called Nerd Legion. If you want me and Doa, just go watch that.
So far, it's literally just a couple of HP bars stopping them from ending this game.
We're doing Shogun. We're recording the Shogun episode tomorrow morning.
We're expecting it, so they do not allow it to happen. Wayward looking for something. He needs to have anything, but the fear stops him, and now he's just taking punishment. Jackie Love with the kill, and a TP in response.
Alright, we're just trolling now. Here comes 369 to murder everybody.
We will end the game if you so choose. Double kill here for Jackie Love. He was put down so much in the early game, but it is still a smolder, and it is still a triple, a quadra. Hell,
Oh, no.
why the hell not? Try and give him the
Prince, don't be a bitch.
the fountain, and he dies. They are earned.
He denied the smolder the pentakill.
But Top Esports will be taking themselves a 1-0 lead in this series.
There you go. Tian's gonna say thank you very much. It's actually Mako who